now in full control of their robots. Blue Alliance first to strike in their crater, already making their way to their center cargo hold, but Red gets the first mineral sampled into their center lander storage hold, but Blue, not to be outdone, quickly hits a corner shot and lands one wiffle ball and one golden cube into their center goal for the Blue Alliance. 99-25, TNT going vertical, placing another mineral into their lander, earning their team 5 points. The current score is 120-102 with the Red Alliance. However, the Red Alliance's score could quickly be rising if they can really nail those minerals and score them into their center goal. Speaking of 13-3-65, Gearheads unfortunately only makes one mineral into their lander, earning them 5 points. 5-point score, but their score is slowly climbing 107-130 in favor of the Blue Alliance, as we have 46 seconds remaining in the match. There we go. 2 scored for the Gearheads for the Red Alliance, and a couple scored for the Blue Alliance, courtesy of Protobotics. And that signifies our endgame period, and as we approach that, Gearheads puts 2 more in. Meanwhile, for the Red Alliance, 11-0-72, Faye Arsenal putting in a couple more, but they decide they're going to try and get the hang early to make sure they can secure that 50 points for their team for the endgame period. A couple of the other robots are trying to score in a couple last-minute scores as we have 7 seconds remaining. It could be close, but it looks like Gearheads are up. Protobotics are up, and we have 4 robots off the field. The final score before penalties is 280-227. We will be back with a final score of match number 3 for the Cooper Division at the conclusion of the following Solomon match. Stand by.
Over here, we have our results from Solomon match number 3 coming up on our display.
With a Solomon high score 322-307, your winner, your Blue Alliance.
Now on the field, our robots and refs are ready for Solomon match number 4. Competing on the Red Alliance, we have Team 10-138.
They're an Inspire Award finalist and Connect Award winner from Wilmette, Illinois, sponsored by Girl Scouts of Greater Chicago and Northwest Indiana, Newton Busters.
Their partners on the Red Alliance, Team 13-296.
An Inspire Award finalist from Herscher, Illinois and Herscher High School, Tigers.
On our Blue Alliance, we have Team 15-094.
A winning Alliance captain from Chicago, Illinois and Jones College Prep High School, JCP Robo Eagles.
And to round out our Blue Alliance, Team 10-836.
A Think Award winner from Elmhurst, Illinois and West Suburban STEM, Semper Fi.
We'll wait one last time for the final all clear from our volunteer crew. We've got the all clear from our referees, but we are waiting for our scorekeepers to be ready. And we've got the all clear. Match number 4 in 3, 2, 1, go!
As Autonomous begins in qualification match number 4 over here on Solomon. All 4 robots were latched. At least 3, now 4 are off the lander. That is worth 30 points apiece. Newton Busters will be the first to get a gold sample. Their partners Tigers also with a gold sample. That's a total of 50 points. And Newton Busters moving in with their marker. I'm looking to our referee to see if we have a full claim. We have heard the Red Alliance has fully claimed their depot. And looking over to our Blue Alliance. In one of the first that I have seen this season, both alliances have fully claimed their depots. We will have no defensive action in the depot for red or blue throughout the duration of this match. Our score already huge over here in Q4, 150 for your Red Alliance to 135 for your Blue Alliance. Newton Busters over on red, they have their arm in their crater, and it looks like 2 silver minerals up and in. 10 points for your Red Alliance. Looking to our Blue Alliance, we just saw some minerals dropped off on behalf of Semper Fi from Elmhurst. Their partners out of Chicago, JCP, they are placing some minerals into the Blue Alliance depot. Once again, those minerals are safe. Those 2 points will stay there for the duration of the match as long as the Blue Alliance themselves keeps them in there. Meanwhile, their partners bringing up 2 more gold minerals. That will be a potential 10 points. And it looks like Semper Fi does net those 10 points for your Blue Alliance. Newton Busters, they are bringing up 2 gold minerals. Their partners, now Tigers, will move into position alongside them to pick up a mineral that was dropped in front of the crater. The Red Alliance is about to break 200 points on their score with just under 1 minute remaining in the match. And 2 minerals drop in. That will be 10 more points for your Red Alliance. 1 bounces off the roof of the lander, but still will bring your Red Alliance to a greater lead, 205 to 184, as we count down our endgame period. Endgame has now begun. Robots are scrambling for some final points. Not a big gap between red or blue. Our latches can seal the deal. Robots will race back to the lander for a few more mineral points. 10 on each side are dropped in. Let's see the first robot off the ground with 10 seconds remaining. First robot is Tigers of your Red Alliance, followed by their partners Newton Busters, and now Semper Fi, JCP, a complete park as we count down qualification match number 4.
That right there, qualification match number 4 for Solomon. That means we're going to head back on over to Cooper, where we're going to look at the results of qualification match number 3.
And it's a Blue Alliance victory with the score 337 to the Red Alliance's 264. 99-29 moves up to number 1, and 12-644 joins them at number 2. And our Red Alliance members also move up in the rankings, so a great job for all teams around. And we'll get ready to meet our teams for the next qualification match over here on Cooper.
Now, a quick announcement from our FTAs before we meet these teams. We are detecting 2 Wi-Fi hotspots present here in our event center. Once again, please do not turn on Wi-Fi hotspots. It can interfere with our team's ability to control their robots. Let's now meet our competitors here in Cooper Match 4. We'll start on the Red Alliance with 5037.
Representing Angularis Technologies, a neighborhood group from right here in Elgin, it's got Robot. The Inspire Award finalists from their qualifier. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. There you go.
And their partners, Team 12913.
A finalist alliance captain from their qualifier. A homeschool team from down in O'Fallon. It's the X-Bots.
On the Blue Alliance, we have Team 3507.
An Inspire Award winner, Control Award winner, and finalist alliance captain from Francis W. Parker School in Chicago. It's Robotheosis.
And we'll round it out with Team 11177.
They were a finalist alliance captain from Riverbend School District in Fulton. It's the Gear Grinders.
We have the all clear. Match 4 in 3, 2, 1. Go!
Alrighty, all robots starting in the last configuration. For the robots that can successfully make their way onto the ground, that earns 30 points for their robot. It seems 3507's already beaten me to the punch and has hit the ground and scored their sampling and collected into their robot intake, hopefully to be scored later. They unfortunately put their marker on their other robots, their other alliance partner, as it slowly drives away, taking it out of the zone. Meanwhile, over on the Red Alliance, 5037 does successfully sample their gold mineral, and their alliance partner slowly climbs up the wall as we make our way back into the teleoperated period. Alrighty, we'll see if the X-Bots can make their way flip back over as their robot is struggling and on its back. They might need some help from their alliance partner or the other alliance. We'll see how that shapes up. But meanwhile, 3507, Robotheosis making their way into their crater, scoring 1 and scoring 2 more for the Blue Alliance for a total of 15 points as far as minerals are concerned. Got Robot does successfully help their teammate out with an awesome display, and now all robots are at equal strength. 2 robots on 2 robots. No, wait. Yes, they're back in action. Meanwhile, over on the Blue Alliance, 11-177. Grind Gears and Robotheosis both working hard to score minerals into their center cargo hold. They do so indeed. All right, it looks like the X-Bots are back. and they have a couple minerals in their intake. Meanwhile, their alliance partner Got Robot shoots 1 and 2 into their center lander, earning 5 points apiece. Red Alliance and Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance has a score of 177, and the Red Alliance is 117. Red Alliance has a little bit of catching up to do, but that's totally possible with 46 seconds remaining in the match. Only 15 until our endgame period. Robotheosis keeps on piling in those minerals for the Blue Alliance. And before I can even finish that sentence, puts in 2 more. They're really working hard to try and give their team the advantage as we enter our endgame period. The X-Bots are going to go ahead and go early to try and get those guaranteed 50 points for their team in the endgame, as well as Got Robots. So with the hanging, that will put them at 217 to 212. It is very close. Blue Alliance has to get this hang if they want to stay in it, and that might be a tall task with 7 seconds remaining. But they're up to it, and both robots are up, earning 100 points for the Blue Alliance as time expires. Blue Alliance 312, 312, Chicago represent, 2 Reds 217. We'll get back to you with the final scores at the conclusion of Solomon matches.
Now we've got our scores ready from Solomon match number 4.
A big Red Alliance victory and our new high score, 339 to 294.
On the field, our competitors are ready for qualification match number 5. Let's meet those teams. We'll start on our Red Alliance as always, where we have team 6007.
They're an Inspire Award finalist from Crystal Lake, Illinois, sponsored by the Motorola Solutions Foundation, 89 Degrees.
And their partners, team 7030.
An Inspire Award finalist from Chicago, Illinois, and HSA McKinley Park, RoboMines.
On our Blue Alliance in this match, we have team 12682.
They join us from Cary, Illinois, an Inspire Award winner, and it's a community team, the Golden Ratio.
And we'll round it out with team 11392.
They're another community team from Naperville, Illinois, and an Inspire Award finalist, Defenestration.
Here in our Solomon Division match number 5, once again, we have all 4 robots beginning latched from the lander. And we have thumbs up from our field crew. Match will begin in 3, 2, 1, go!
Autonomous begins for this match. Once again, all 4 robots did begin the batch latch to the lander in a fascinating move coming from 12682 on your Blue Alliance. That's the Golden Ratio. Check out the arm on that robot as it reaches to grab the gold mineral without removing themselves from that landing zone and placing it into the gold mineral cargo hold during Autonomous. Meanwhile, your Red Alliance, though, they do currently have the lead, but Golden Ratio, they are going to place themselves into the crater and collect minerals autonomously. We are now tied up after Autonomous. Over on the red side, we did have both robots deploy from the lander. That was worth 30 points apiece. Score is 85 to 85. Your other Blue Alliance robot is currently still on the lander, but Defenestration now are 2 life off the lander and moving around underneath their landing zone. Current score on the board still is all tied up. The Golden Ratio has a silver mineral in their possession. It looks like they're going to grab another one from in front of the near crater, now drive on over toward that lander. Meanwhile, on your Red Alliance, 89 Degrees have 2 gold minerals in their possession. They are going to drive toward the lander and slowly inch up their arm. And 2 gold minerals pop in for 10 points for your Red Alliance. Defenestration on your Blue Alliance, they have been working in the lander as well now that they are back on the ground. 2 gold minerals coming up for Defenestration. Both are successfully dropped into the correct cargo hold. 1 minute remaining now, a Blue Alliance lead, 115 to 95. RoboMines over on your Red Alliance, they are placing a mineral into the Red Alliance depot. It looks like it is now nudged in successfully to add 2 points to that Red Alliance score. Meanwhile, their partner put up 10 more points with gold minerals. Golden Ratio back on the near side of the field, 2 gold minerals in their manipulator. It looks like they might have an extra one Unfortunately, Golden Ratio does have a silver mineral stuck inside their robot, so they inadvertently were controlling 3 minerals outside of the crater. We are in our end game now, still a tight match. It can go either way. RoboMines out of Chicago, up off the ground for your Red Alliance. It'll be worth 50 points as long as they stay there. Robots still racing themselves back toward the lander. Next robot up off the ground. We will see who it will be with 10 seconds remaining. And it looks like now all 4 robots simultaneously up off the ground as we count down with a final 5-point score from 89 degrees. Qualification match number 5 on Solomon.
Back over on Cooper. Let's take a look at our match 4 results. And in that match, the Blue Alliance wins 337 to the Red Alliance's 217. Let's now meet our competitors in Cooper match number 5. We'll start on the Red Alliance with team 14-4-95.
They are a winning alliance. First pick, a homeschool team from Champaign, Monkey Business.
Over on the Red Alliance as well, we have team 10101.
An Inspire Award finalist and winning alliance captain representing Caterpillar and Youth Development Organization in Knoxville. It's the Binary Bullets.
On the Blue Alliance, we have team 13197.
An Inspire Award finalist and Connect Award winner at their qualifier, a community team from Dunlap. It's the Teslas.
And we'll round it out with team 14615.
They were the winning alliance captain and Innovative Award winner, a community team from down in Oswego. It's Turbocharged.
We have the all clear from our field crew. Match number 5 in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, once again, all teams are starting in the last position. If their robots can successfully unlatch and make their way to the ground in the autonomous period, they earn 30 points for their team. Now, it looks like 14615 Turbocharged makes use of those wonderful color sensors to try and successfully sample the correct minerals. And it would appear they placed both markers into their Blue Alliance, awaiting a claiming signal from the refs. I believe it is claimed for both alliances. As we make our way into the teleoperated period, both alliances have completely protected depots, meaning that any minerals scored into those ground depots will be protected, and they cannot be descored by the opposite alliance. Not to mention it earns them some bonus points for the autonomous period, but these teams are already on their next step of their strategy, pulling up some of those minerals to be scored into the center cargo hold. Turbocharged is doing a really great job for the Blue Alliance, scoring at a corner. And 10101 Binary Bullets doing the same for the Red Alliance. 150 to 137 in favor of the Blue Alliance. But Red Alliance is slowly but surely catching up. We have 1 minute 13 seconds remaining in the match. And as I say that, a pair of minerals were both scored by each respective alliance, earning 10 points. First Turbocharged, then Binary Bullets, then Turbocharged, and now Binary Bullets. These teams are in a shootout to see who can score more minerals before time expires. Teslas is now joining in on the mineral party, dropping in 1, 2 more. This could be a very high score as we have 45 seconds remaining in the match, and 220 to 172 in favor of the Blue Alliance. 14495 looks to be having a couple of disconnective issues. FTAs are working tirelessly to try and get them reconnected so they can get back into this match as we enter our end game period. Turbocharged still has their minerals halfway full. Same could be said for the Red Alliance. Red Alliance still holds the advantage of 250 to 192. Tesla is now making their way to try and hang. Binary Bullets slowly but surely making their way for the Red Alliance. Meanwhile, Turbocharged is up and off the ground, earning 50 points as we have 2-1. That is the conclusion of the match. We will get back to you with the final scores at the conclusion of the next Solomon match. Ryan, take it away.
Back over here on Solomon, we have the match 5 scores coming up now.
Your winner in that match, your Blue Alliance, 239 to 226.
Now on the field, we are getting ready for Solomon match number 6. Let's meet our competitors, old and new. On our Red Alliance, we'll start with Team 12918.
They're an Inspire Award finalist from Clinton, Illinois, a 4-H team, Iron Core Mark 7.
And with them in red, we have Team 4965.
They're from Chicago, Animatories Romani.
On our Blue Alliance, say hello to Team 116.
Inspire Award finalist from Chicago, Illinois by Octagon Robotics, Crazy Eights.
And rounding it out, we have 13829.
They join us from Chicago, Celorio Robotics.
On the field, we have another match where all 4 robots will be starting latched. We're now randomizing our field for Solomon match number 6, our gold mineral in the right position. And we've got thumbs up all around for Solomon 6 in 3, 2, 1, go!
Now over on Solomon, we are beginning our second cycle of matches. Our 2 new robots in this match are Iron Core and Crazy Eights, and it looks like all 4 robots have deployed from the lander. That is 30 points apiece. That will be up on the board in just a moment. Now we are at 60 to 60. Checking out our sampling field, I see 1 gold mineral sampled on behalf of Animatories Romani, a 2nd gold mineral sampled on behalf of Iron Core. I'm checking out the markers in the Red Alliance Depot, and a referee confirms that the Red Alliance Depot is completely claimed. Once again, both Red Alliance teams were able to score the 15-point claim with their team marker during Autonomous. So the Red Alliance Depot is a safe zone to drop off minerals without worrying about the Blue Alliance descoring them. We are now in our driver-controlled mode with a big Red Alliance lead, 150 to 60. Both Red Alliance robots are hanging out looking to collect some minerals. Animatories Romani in the near crater, dropping off a silver mineral, one bouncing off the rim of the lander. Animatories using that sticky manipulator to grab another silver mineral and bring it on up. Their partner's Iron Core. It looks like they have a crab drivetrain, a very difficult feat in First Tech Challenge, especially with the new weight limit, but they are able to swerve all around the field. Crazy Eights on your Blue Alliance. They have a Mecanum drive allowing them to drive toward the Blue Alliance Depot, dropping off some minerals in the process. Unfortunately, Animatories Romani, they lose the sticky end of their manipulator, so they are going to be unable to continue to pick up minerals from the crater. Blue Alliance doing lots of work to drop off minerals in their depot, though they do only have 1 team marker that made it into that depot during Autonomous. Under 1 minute remaining now, nearly 100 points separating Red from Blue. But Red, once again, has lost 1 of their manipulators. Iron Core is working hard to make sure that they can keep up with scoring from the Blue Alliance. Counting down out to our end game now. Robots will start racing back toward the lander. Animatories Romani, they have been waiting for this moment. They are up 50 points for your Red Alliance right away from our Chicago team on your Red Alliance. Meanwhile, both of our Chicago teams on Blue, one of them is up. That is Celorio Robotics. Crazy Eights now, they are looking to latch. They have 10 seconds left to do it. So do Iron Core. So we have Crazy Eights and Iron Core both trying to make sure they are latched. Iron Core just centimeters above the ground, it looks like. Referees will have to check that one out as we end qualification match number 6.
And with that match over, we're bouncing back on over to Cooper, where we have our match 5 results ready for you. Coming up on our screen now.
It is a 402 to 242 new high score over here on the Cooper, and a win for the Blue Alliance.
Now on the field, our competitors are getting ready for match number 6. You've seen 2 of these teams before, 2 making their first appearance here at our Illinois State Championship. We'll start on the Red Alliance with Team 6287. They're from Highland Park, Illinois, sponsored by Deerfield High School. They were an Inspire Award winner and Winning Alliance captain. It's Vertigo.
Stand by. We're good.
Now also with them on the Red Alliance, we have Team 3507.
From Francis W. Parker School in Chicago, it's Robotheosis.
Over on the Blue Alliance, we have Team 13836.
From Thornton Fractal South High School in Lansing, it's TF South Robotics.
And we'll round it out with Team 8907.
They were a Design Award winner and Finalist Alliance first pick, representing 4-H and from right here in Elgin, it's the Blue Box Bots. Elonzi.
And we've got the all clear. We'll start match 6 in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, looks like we have our teams pitted against each other, 8907 and 3507, earning 30 points apiece for their team. But 3507 grabs their marker and scores into the center cargo hold for the Red Alliance. Meanwhile, their alliance partner, Vertigo, knocks off and samples the correct gold mineral for them. 3507 looks like their robot may have played a little bit of defense and helped knock off theirs, but there's a lot of bumping here for the robots. All right, as we enter the teleoperated period, Blue Alliance has successfully fully claimed their depot. Any mineral scored in there will be protected by galactic law, but meanwhile, we have the Red Alliance first to strike for putting in minerals into the center goal. They put in a pair for the gold minerals and a pair for the silver. 8907 Blue Box Bots working tirelessly to try and keep up. Blue Alliance has a score of 159, so Red Alliance is 165, so Red Alliance does have the slight advantage as both scores slowly but surely climb. Lots of action down at both craters. Robots and their amazing intake systems collecting a ton of minerals. We're only 105 in, and already Red Alliance has 207. Well, let's hopefully see if there's enough minerals to keep up with these teams scoring. 8907 puts in a couple more for Blue and a quadruple drop for the Red Alliance. A couple more done by Vertigo, a couple done by Blue Box, and only one for Robotheosis as one mineral does land in the improper cargo hold. We have 33 seconds remaining. Red Alliance 247, and Blue Alliance is 209. We have entered the end game period. Looks like 13-8-3-5 TF South is trying to get that hang bonus early for their teams. Blue Alliance does successfully get that 50-point. Blue Box is going back trying to earn, yes, just a couple more as we have 12 seconds. They decide they're going to go ahead and try and get the hang. All 4 robots going vertical. And they are successfully all off the ground, earning 100 points for each alliance as time expires. We'll get back to the scores momentarily.
And on the screen now, we've got the results of match number 6 in the Solomon Division.
Your winner, your Red Alliance, 214 to 122.
On the field now, we're getting ready for match number 7 of our Solomon Division. Let's meet our competitors, starting with our Red Alliance and Team 14614.
They join us from Lake Zurich Electro.
Their partners, Team 10836.
From Elmhurst, Semper Fi.
On our Blue Alliance in this match, Team 7030.
Joining us from Chicago, RoboMinds.
And last but not least, Team 6596.
From Port Byron, Robotic Rams.
Our gold mineral in the right position. Our field crew ready to go. This match will begin in 3, 2, 1, go!
Once again, it looks like all 4 robots do begin this match at least 4 inches off the ground, so that is 30 potential points per robot on the field. And it looks like all 4 of them do land, so we'll have 60 points put up on the board for each alliance. We have 2 gold samples for your Red Alliance. It looks like 1 gold sample for your Blue Alliance. And even a marker dropped off on behalf of Red Alliance Team Electro. Now, Semper moves in. They try to drop their marker, and we have a complete claim on behalf of your Red Alliance. Unfortunately, Semper do nudge a silver mineral. Your Red Alliance has completely claimed their depot, and they've put up 152 points during Autonomous to the Blue Alliance 95. All 4 robots, though, are moving and getting to work right away. First, looking at our Red Alliance, we see a silver mineral dropped into the correct cargo hold on behalf of one of our Red Alliance robots. That is Semper Fi. They do have 1 gold mineral drop into the silver cargo hold. Unfortunately, that is not worth any points because it is not in the correct cargo hold. So even though there are 4 minerals in the red side of the lander facing the crowd, only 2 of them will count for any points. 2 more silver minerals do, though, drop in. That's 10 more points for your Red Alliance. Both Red Alliance robots working in that near crater, bringing those minerals up to the Red Alliance side of the lander. Meanwhile, on your Blue Alliance, Robotic Rams and Robomines also are working on the lander. It looks like a sprocket has dropped from one of our Blue Alliance teams. That might be Robomines. We see a chain dragging on the ground inside their robot, but they are still able to maneuver around the field just fine. It looks like that chain could have been attached to their intake mechanism. So they change their strategy, and they begin pushing some minerals toward the Blue Alliance depot on the near side of the field. 45 seconds remaining. We've got tons of gold minerals in the Blue Alliance gold cargo hold. That's on behalf of Robotic Rams on your Blue Alliance. Their manipulator is able to sort the minerals automatically, so they do not worry about which minerals they grab. We have now entered our endgame big Red Alliance lead, but we've got plenty of opportunity for our 50-point latches at the conclusion of the match. It looks like our first robot up off the ground is Robomines for your Blue Alliance. They have to be careful of that chain they are dragging, but it is currently off the ground. Their partners Rams now up 100 points for your Blue Alliance. Under 10 seconds remaining, Semper and Electro looking to latch. Your Red Alliance, 1 robot off the ground. That is Semper as we count down qualification match number 7.
Back over on Cooper, we have our results from qualification match number 6.
It's a 397 to 356 in favor of the Red Alliance. Congratulations to the Red, and excellent job for the Blue Alliance as we get ready to go on for our next match.
Now on the field, we're getting ready to introduce our teams in qualification match number 7. On the Red Alliance, we have Team 11177.
From Fulton, Illinois, it's the Gear Grinders.
And their partners, 14615.
Driving up from Oswego, it's Turbocharged.
On our Blue Alliance, say hello to 13365.
From New Baden, Illinois, Gearheads.
And last but not least, Team 7006.
Driving over from 90 from Chicago, it's Robo Titans.
We've already received the all clear from our referee and field team. We'll start this match in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, robots in the autonomous period. It looks like Red Alliance is the first to come off and successfully unlatch. Both robots now earning 30 points for their alliance. However, Turbocharge is successfully samples their gold mineral for their Red Alliance. And both places both red markers into their depot, hopefully earning them a successful protected depot. A very strong autonomous showing for the Red Alliance, earning 117 points in autonomous alone. Now, they do have a chance to try and maybe go for that high score early on in this day. It all depends on how much they can score in their teleoperated period. So, Turbocharged is the first to strike for the teleoperated period, puts in a couple silver minerals for the Red Alliance. But Blue Alliance, not to be outdone, goes up vertical, drops in a pair of silver minerals courtesy of the Gearheads. Now Robo Titans making their way, taking full advantage of those floor minerals, putting them into their depot, earning a quick 1 point apiece. Better 1 point than 0 points is what I always say. Meanwhile, over on the Red Alliance, there's a little bit of traffic as they work through that southeast crater, but both teams are able to successfully coordinate and collect their proper minerals to be scored into the proper cargo hold, and with a little bit of a drop shot by the Red Alliance, they do so with ease. Now we have a 192-83 score in favor of the Red Alliance with 52 seconds remaining. Red Alliance now makes its way to the northwest crater as they try and collect a couple more from the Blue Alliance's more advantageous crater. The Gearheads are still putting in a couple more minerals, earning 5 points apiece. They're trying to fill up and just keep up with the Red Alliance, who just keeps pouring in more and more minerals. A couple more courtesy of Gear Grinders as we enter our endgame period. All right, turbocharged, a couple more, but it looks like Robo Titans is lining up to hopefully get that hang and earn those 50 points for that Blue Alliance. Gear Grinders is up for the Blue Alliance, successfully off the ground, earning 50 points. And Red is up. And let's see if they can get it with 1 second. Does not look like they got it, so one apiece for each respective alliance, earning 50 points. And we'll move on to the scores for the Solomon matches.
And on display, like Bo said, here are our Solomon match number 7 results.
A tight Blue Alliance victory, 285-262.
Now on the field, let's meet our competitors here in Solomon match number 8, starting on our Red Alliance with Team 8620.
They're from Edwardsville. Let's hear it for Worm Gear.
Their partners on the Red Alliance in this match, Team 10268.
Out of Oswego, Giraffes.
Over on the Blue Alliance in this match, we have Team 12918.
From Clinton Iron Core, Mark 7.
And last but not least, Team 15094.
Joining us from Chicago, JCP Robo Eagles.
And we have got the all clear from our scorekeepers. And we'll wait for our referees. And we've got the all clear there as well. This match will begin in 3, 2, 1, go!
Autonomous begins. Our sample field does have the gold mineral in the center. This is sometimes a little bit easier for our robots to accomplish. We do have a gold sample on behalf of your Red Alliance, and that's on behalf of both teams, Giraffes and Worm Gear, as long as they avoid nudging those silver minerals as we end our autonomous period. Unfortunately, both attempts at the marker claim do miss for your Red Alliance. One marker on your Blue Alliance depot will be worth 15 points. Drivers now at the reins as we enter our 2-minute driver-controlled period. It looks like we had a few misses during autonomous from some markers on your Red Alliance, but they do have the lead, 130-70, as we are under around a minute and a half remaining in this match. Both Red Alliance robots have extended their arms into the near crater, and it looks like Giraffes will be the first to come away with 2 gold minerals and 10 points up and in for your Red Alliance. Looking over at our Blue Alliance, JCP, they have a very simple manipulator on the front of their robot, but it allows them to very quickly place some minerals into the Blue Depot on behalf of your Blue Alliance. Iron Core for your Blue Alliance, they are swerving slowly in the backfield around the sampling field that is on the far side. They now spin into position, and they appear to start moving themselves around toward that far crater. Your Red Alliance, back in that near crater, we have 2 more minerals picked up on behalf of Giraffes. Worm Gear still swerving around in front of that crater. Giraffes, unfortunately, they do miss their shot for the 2 minerals they had in their manipulator. Worm Gear, though, they are now taking advantage of the unclaimed Blue Alliance depot, and it looks like they will try to move out some of those minerals. And it appears that Worm Gear has descored now 1 of those 2-point minerals in the Blue Alliance depot. And now a second is removed. And a third As we enter our end game period, score on the board 159 to 82 in favor of your Red Alliance. Giraffes, they're putting more and more minerals up into the lander. It looks like Worm Gear, they were trying to make sure they can get a few points off the Blue Alliance score before climbing aboard to latch at the end of the match. JCP Robo Eagles, they are up off the ground for 50 points for your Blue Alliance. So are Giraffes and Worm Gear. And it looks like we will have Iron Core still on the ground as we count down the end of qualification match number 8 on Solomon.
Now, we now have our results ready for match number 7 on the Cooper division. Let's share those with you.
All right, 312 to 170 in favor of the Red Alliance. Congrats to the Red Alliance, and good job to Robots all around. Now let's meet our teams for qualification match number 8.
We'll start with the Red Alliance. Say hello to Team 9929.
They're coming over from Flossmoor. Give it up for TNT, the Tech Ninja team.
And their partners, let's hear a warm welcome for 13197.
Community team from Dunlap. It's Tesla. It's tomorrow's engineers and scientists learning about STEM. Whew.
Over on our Blue Alliance, let's meet Team 10387.
They're from Ogden Digital High School and Chicago. It's Red Hot.
And their partners, Team 10635.
Neighborhood group from Batavia. It's Unknown Element.
We've got the all clear to start this match. We'll hang tight. We've got a quick stop from our head referee. Our head referee, the final say on when a match starts and when a match does not start. It looks like Red Hot Robotics needs a little bit of help from an FTA to be able to compete at their best in the match. It looks like our head referee asking for the minerals to be re-randomized for the match.
Houston, do I have a no-go for launch? Over. No-go, Ranger. No-go. Over. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and get a re-randomization now that robots are all connected and set and ready to go. The number is in position number 1.
And we now have the all clear from our referees once again. Match 8 in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, robots all in a legal starting latched configuration. For those of you who aren't familiar, robots must be in complete support of the latching hook and 4 inches off the ground. From there, they must have contact with the playing field floor and not be supported by the landing bracket. Now, it looks like both Red Alliance's teams, Autonomouses, are working well, coordinating really well. And they put in a couple markers for the Red Alliance. Can we get a successful claim signal from a referee? All right, now we're going into the teleoperated period. Red Alliance does have a protected marker, it would appear. So any mineral scored will be protected and cannot be descored by the Blue Alliance. Meanwhile, 13-197, Tesla is going up, putting in a couple minerals into the center cargo hold for the Red Alliance. As it stands with 137 in the match, Red Alliance has a score of 160 to Blue Alliance's 65. Blue Alliance has a little bit of catching up to do. But if I've seen these robots, I know that they're amazing at scoring with their very cleverly designed minerals. So all robots have a chance in this one. We'll see how it shapes up with 120 remaining in the match. Unknown Elements catching back up, putting in 2 minerals into their cargo hold, we're earning 5 points apiece. And before I can finish that, puts in one more. 99-29 TNT making use of their large Mecanum wheels in their crater. Working hard to collect and get up and close with those minerals. They have to be careful when they exit, though, as to not control more than 3. Otherwise, that will be a minor penalty every 5 seconds per mineral possessed. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance is slowly but surely climbing up, 124 to 175. Red still has the advantage. We'll see as we have 5 seconds until our end game period. And Blue is back in this, 154 to Red Alliance's 175. Now Teslas is going to go ahead and early try and get this latch so they can get that guaranteed 50 points for the Red Alliance. And their Alliance Burner TNT is already up. So we have 100 points for the Red Alliance, 50 for Blue. Can Unknown Element get it with 10 seconds? I give them a pretty good shot, and they can indeed. All 4 robots are off the playing field. Their robot must be completely supported by the landing bracket. We will see how our refs score. This final score as it stands, 285 Red, 159. Let's see our scores over at Solomon.
And that we shall. Coming up on our display now, Solomon match number 8 results.
A Red Alliance victory, 269 to 133.
With that, our robots are on the field and getting ready for Solomon qualification match number 9. Let's meet the teams in that match. We'll start on our Red Alliance, where we have Team 11-139.
They join us from Niles, Night Owls.
Their partners in this match, Team 60-07.
From Crystal Lake, 89 degrees.
Over on our Blue Alliance, give a warm first welcome to Team 14-683.
Joining us from New Lenox, it's Lincoln Way Central Robotics and Engineering Team.
And with them on the Blue Alliance, one of the oldest teams here today, Team 116.
From Sweet Home Chicago, Crazy Eights.
And we have the all clear. Match underway in 3, 2, 1, go!
As Autonomous begins, it looks like 2 Blue Alliance robots started latched to the lander, and Night Owls for your Red Alliance were latched. All 3 of those robots do successfully land. That'll be 30 points for your Red Alliance and 60 for your Blue Alliance. Checking out our sampling field, it looks like our first successful sample is from the Blue Alliance. That was on behalf of Lincoln Way Central. Lincoln Way also drops in their marker. Unfortunately, it bounces out. And checking out our score, our score after Autonomous is 97 to your Blue Alliance and 42 for your Red Alliance. Night Owls right away for your Red Alliance. They are working very, very quickly. They have 2 gold minerals already in their possession. They bounce on into that gold mineral cargo hold for your Red Alliance. They are very careful not to grab more than 2 minerals from the near crater toward the front of the field. They can only control 2 at a time once they leave the crater. Big Blue Alliance score on the board, 111 to 62. Lots of movements, and now Crazy Eights, they are sneaking underneath the arm of Night Owls over toward the Red Alliance depot. Let's see what they will be doing. They move a gold mineral from in front of the Red Alliance depot back toward the Blue Alliance side of the field. Lots of minerals coming up and in for your Red Alliance. That will surely increase their score to begin catching up to your Blue Alliance lead with 1 minute remaining in the match. More minerals coming on in for your Blue Alliance from Lincoln Way Central. They are sitting in front of that crater on the far side of the field and dropping some minerals into the appropriate cargo hold. They've had a few minerals in their possession throughout the match. Still a tight score now, 102 for your Red Alliance to 125 for your Blue Alliance. 89 degrees, they have 2 silver minerals now in their manipulator. Let's see if they will be able to score it as we enter our end game. Blue Alliance Alliance is still holding on to their lead, partially because of some excellent communication between the driver teams on the blue side of the field. They are communicating very, very well, making sure they work together as we finish out this match. First off the ground is Crazy Eights out of Chicago, followed by 89 Degrees and your Northridge Night Owls. And now our final robot, all 4 robots up off the ground, 100 points on either side of the board as we count down qualification match number 9.
And with match 9 of Solomon over, we're back on over to our Cooper division, where we're about to share the awesome results of match number 8.
Crikey, it's a close one with a score of 278 to Red Alliance's 274. Congratulations to the Blue Alliance for coming back in that one. Excellent work all around.
Now on the field, we are getting ready for Cooper match 9. Let's meet our competitors. We'll start on the Red Alliance with 8907.
One of our 2 hometown teams here from Elgin, it's the Blue Box Bots.
With them in red, we have team 15159.
Coming over from Chi-Town, Chicago, it's Wee Bites.
Over on our Blue Alliance, we have team 11072.
Coming up from our state's capital in Springfield, it's Iron Arsenal.
And with them on the Blue Alliance, team 5037.
The second of our 2 hometown teams right here in the city to watch, Elgin, it's God Robot.
We've got the all clear qualification match number 9 for Cooper in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so after the delayed start, Blue Box Bots is the first to hit the playing field mats, but all 4 robots earning that quick and easy 30 points for their alliances. Looks like both Blue Alliance's robots do successfully sample the proper minerals. Unfortunately, 5037 knocks off the silver and both silvers, so they do not earn those points for the autonomous. But on the Red Alliance, they claim both golden minerals as we make it into our teleoperated period. One thing to note as we go into our teleoperated period, Blue Alliance has successfully claimed their depot, and it is now protected. Any minerals scored into the floor depot are protected and cannot be descored. Meanwhile, 8907 off to a strong start, grabbing as many minerals as they can and just popping them in 2 at a time for the Red Alliance. Meanwhile, 5037 making their way into the crater, picks up a couple more and is hopefully going to pop them in with their very loud but effective scoring device. Now it looks like Blue Alliance is having a little bit of traffic issues, but they managed to get around. And the current score is 157 and the Blue Alliance is 149. This could be a very close one as Blue Alliance takes a slight lead. Keep your eyes glued to the field as this lead will probably shift from one alliance to the other. Red Alliance comes back with the double drop and earning 10 points and takes a little bit more of a leap in score. Blue Alliance has to keep on scoring to try and keep up. 42 seconds remaining in the match. The ultimate answer as our teams now keep on piling in the minerals. One, unfortunately missed. 8907 did possess more than 3. I'm not sure if they were penalized. We'll have to find that out at the end of the score, at the end of the match during the final scores. But we are in our endgame period currently. 8907 puts 2 more in, but only 1 is counted since it is in the proper mineral. And they go off the ground, earning 50 points. 2 of the Blue Alliance robots are off the ground. Let's see if the last Red Alliance can get off as time winds down. 3, 2, 1. 4 robots off the ground, 100 points apiece. We'll get back with the final scores momentarily.
Back over here on Solomon, we knew that Solomon Match 9 was going to be a close one. Let's see the official results.
By 1 point, your Blue Alliance, 230 to 229.
It's always great when we have an audible gasp from the crowd. That's how we know it's the excitement of the Illinois State Championship. And let's keep that excitement going here with Solomon Match number 10 and its competitors. We'll start with our Red Alliance and Team 12-682.
From Cary, the Golden Ratio.
And their partners, Team 10-5-10.
Out of Chicago, I'm Botman.
Over on our Blue Alliance, we've got Team 10-091.
From Mundelein, Nyan Robotics.
And last but not least, Team 13-296.
Joining us from Hersher, Tigers.
And we've got the all clear all around Solomon match 10 in 3, 2, 1, go!
As we begin this match, I'm Botman does choose to begin the match deployed from the lander in their landing zone. They drive forward. They do nudge a silver mineral in the process. It looks like they will successfully sample. They grab it out in front of their alliance partner, but it will still work out for your Red Alliance. Lots of movement still on behalf of Golden Ratio. They will move in for a 10-point park. It looks at the end of Autonomous and start collecting some minerals. Your Blue Alliance has 1 claimed marker. We have confirmation from one of our scoring referees that the Red Alliance has completely and fully claimed their depot over on the red side of the field. So that was 30 points for the markers, and now their depot cannot be defended by the Blue Alliance. Lots of minerals being nudged into the Blue Alliance depot. Meanwhile, on behalf of Tigers from Hersher, their alliance partners, Nyan on your Blue Alliance, they are grabbing some gold minerals and fast. Already 6 gold minerals put into that Blue Alliance cargo hold at 5 points apiece. Meanwhile, Golden Ratio, they have a very, very fast arm that they deploy into the crater on the near side of the field. 2 silver minerals will bounce on in, both of those into the correct side of the lander for 10 more points for your Red Alliance. A tight score, but a Blue Alliance lead, 172-117, with over 1 minute remaining in this match. Tigers and Nyan, they are working fast. That gold side of the lander is very, very, very full of gold minerals at 5 points apiece, but Golden Ratio is working just as hard to clean out minerals from the near crater. I'm Botman on the rear side of the field. It looks like they are nudging some minerals toward the Red Alliance depot. Now a minor collision between your 2 Blue Alliance robots on that far crater. I'm Botman also now moving into the mix with 40 seconds remaining. Golden Ratio up with their arm, poised to drop off some silver minerals into the silver cargo hold. And both of them land for Golden Ratio. 10 more points for your Red Alliance with 30 seconds remaining. Red Alliance has lots of ground to cover here. Blue has been working very, very fast. I'm Botman is lined up for their 50-point latch with 18 seconds remaining. Botman is up, so is Tigers. And Golden Ratio and Nyan, they are trying to scramble for some final points with 10 seconds remaining in the match. Botman barely off the ground. Both other robots now up. 50-point climbs all around. Botman is so close. I'm going to look to our referees for Botman. I see some nods. We will see our final score in just a few minutes.
Speaking of final scores, we have some final scores to show you from Cooper match number 9.
Congrats to the Red Alliance on a score of 330 to the Blue Alliance's 273. Both teams fought hard, but the Red Alliance pulled off the W in this one. So let's keep this competition rolling and meet our teams for the next match.
Over here in our Cooper division, we are ready for the big 1-0 match number 10. Over on our Red Alliance competing today, we have Team 6287.
From Highland Park, Illinois, representing Highland Park High School, it's Vertigo.
With them, we've got Team 12644.
A community team coming at you from Morton, it's Protobotics.
On our Blue Alliance, say hello to Team 7129.
Coming up from Lebanon, a homeschool team, it's the Robo Raiders.
And we'll round out the Blue Alliance with 14495.
They are also a homeschool team. They come from Champaign. They are the Monkey Engineers.
We've got the all clear, all around Cooper match 10 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty, the mineral is put in the 3rd position all the way from the right when viewing from the outside corners. And with that, 6287 Vertigo first to strike. They sample the correct mineral for their alliance as they slowly but surely compile a wonderful, beautifully executed autonomous with their alliance partner. They successfully sample the other, and it looks like they drop a proper marker for both their teams. We have a fully claimed depot for the Red Alliance. It is protected. And let's move on with the rest of the teleoperated period. Now, Vertigo first to go back into their crater, scores 2, but only makes 1 for 5 points for the Red. Now, Blue Alliance has a little bit of catching up to do. They have 65 to Red Alliance's 200. I'm sure both these robots are capable of some mass mineral delivery to try and haul in all those points during the teleoperated period. So we'll see if they can catch up. But Red Alliance does have a little bit of breathing room thanks to their killer autonomous. Now, Robo Raiders puts in 2 minerals into the center lander and goes back for seconds. Yes, sir, makes those, earning a total of 20 points for all 4 of those made. Now, Vertigo strikes in a couple more, only makes 1, unfortunately, into the proper cargo hole. And Monkey Engineers now going up, seeing if they can stretch. And with a little assistance from gravity, yes, directly makes it into the proper cargo hole. And unfortunately places one into the opposing alliances. Now, it is a null score for that one since it was scored into the incorrect location. Looks a little bit like Monkey Engineers are caught on a branch. They're going to see if they can stretch out and get back to monkeying around on the field. Now 12-6-44, Protobotics working hard trying to get those floor minerals for their alliance. As we enter our end game period, they're going to stretch out, see if they can get a nice corner shot, 1 and 1, 1 in the other, 5 points apiece. Now we do have 20 seconds remaining. Red Alliance still holds the advantage of 285 to Blue Alliance's 152. And Monkey Business looks like they're a little bit attached onto the lander, They're going to see if they can come off maybe and get onto the lander, but we have 3 seconds remaining. And that is the end of the match. We'll get back with a final score after this next Solomon match.
Back over on Solomon, as always, we have some final results for you. These from Solomon match 10.
Your winner, your Blue Alliance, 366 to 287.
Now over here on field 1 of the Solomon division, we are getting for match number 11. We'll meet our competitors starting on our Red Alliance, where we have team 11-3-92.
They join us from Naperville, Defenestration.
With them on the Red Alliance, team 10-1-38.
From Wilmette, Newton Busters.
On our Blue Alliance in match 11, we have team 94-11.
Out of Aurora, Rolling Thunder.
And we're going to round out this match with team 14-56.
That's your Paxton Swolebots.
And we have the all clear Solomon match 11 in 3, 2, 1, go!
As we begin, 3 out of 4 robots were latched at the beginning of the match. Swolebots chose to begin this match deployed from their lander. All 3 robots that were latched do earn that 30-point landing bonus. We have 2 gold samples so far, 1 red, 1 blue, and it looks like a second gold sample. A marker comes down on behalf of Defenestration. It looks like Newton Buster's robot is trying to figure out where the depot is to drop off their marker during autonomous. And a collision in the backfield as we end auto. Our Red Alliance scoring referee has confirmed that the Red Alliance has fully claimed their depot. That's 15 points per marker, as well as the nice bonus that they will not be able to have minerals removed from the Red Alliance depot. Defenestration, they are working together with their drive team, talking very, very quickly, trying to figure out how they will continue this match after a collision at the end of other side of the field during autonomous. They are now on the far crater doing a great job of picking up some minerals. Their partners, Newton Busters from Wilmette, they drop off 2 minerals, a gold and a silver, but one of them is a contaminant. Only 5 points scored for the correct gold mineral. Lots of movement all around the field. Swolebots on your Blue Alliance. They are in the near crater. It looks like they might be pushing some minerals out to assist other teams to make them easier to pick up with about 1 minute remaining in this match. Your Red Alliance Defenestration drop off 2 successful gold minerals, and their partners, Newton Busters, trying to drop off 2 gold minerals, accidentally place them into the silver mineral side of the lander, so that does not net any additional points for your Red Alliance, but they do have the lead, 170 to 67. Newton Busters now do correctly place 2 gold minerals, 10 more points up on the board. Meanwhile, let's check out Rolling Thunder for your Blue Alliance. It looks like they have 2 manipulators, one going into the crater to pick up minerals, and another one to sort and place them into the lander. 30 seconds remaining now. It looks like Swolebots of your Blue Alliance, they are comfortable and completely inside the crater. That will be worth 25 points at the end of the match. Our latches, though, we see that the other 3 robots are able to latch. Each latch will be worth 50 points. First off the ground is Defenestration on your Red Alliance from Naperville. We're going to race with 10 seconds left. 10 more points from Newton Busters. We're down to 5. Newton Busters up off the ground, 50 more points for your Red Alliance at the end of qualification match number 11.
This just in from our referee team. We are still trying to dot our I's and cross our T's to make sure that our scores are ready from Cooper Match 10. And there they go, up on our screen now.
Technology 412 to 222. New high score for the Red Alliance. And over here on Cooper, congratulations to all teams. And for the Red Alliance for getting the W. Let's meet our teams for the next qualification match number 11.
On the field now on the Red Alliance, say hello to Team 10-53.
Coming over from Chicago, it's Bobcats Robotics Varsity.
And their partners, Team 15005.
Driving up from East Peoria, they are Technophobia.
On our Blue Alliance, we've got Team 12913.
One of our homeschool teams from O'Fallon, it's the Xbots.
And we'll round it out with the very well-named Team 10101.
From Knoxville, it's Binary Bullets.
We've got the all clear from our field personnel. Match 11 in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, the robots now making their way down to the surface of Mars as they try and sample the proper minerals. Binary Bullets first to strike for the Blue Alliance, followed quickly by 15005. Unfortunately, they sampled the wrong mineral and dislodge a silver for the Red Alliance. Now, Binary Bullets places in their team marker for the blue. Let's see if their alliance partner can do the same. They can, and that gets them a fully claimed depot for the Blue Alliance. All right, autonomous period going. Let's go. All teams now trying to exercise their strategies, which were compiled earlier this morning, as most of these teams did not know they were competing with or against each other until the late last night. So these teams are now executing strategies similar to a quarterback and calling audibles, trying to see how flexible they can be. Now, Blue Alliance does have a slight lead of 155 to the Red Alliance's 87. Red Alliance can easily catch up. It all depends on what happens in this important teleoperated period and if they can keep up to what the Blue Alliance is doing in the end game period. Now, there's a lot of traffic over here by the northeast crater for the Blue Alliance. 3 robots, 2 blue and 1 red, are duking it out to see who can get the more minerals to be scored for their respective alliance. Not too much has been touched over by the Red Alliance crater. We'll have to see if teams will have to adjust their strategies to get possession of more minerals. Regardless, there is 55 seconds remaining in the match. 97 for red to Blue Alliance's 185. 12-9-1-3. The X-Bots stretch it into their crater, trying to see if they can score a pair. They're going to have to reach over, but yes, sir, they nail 2 in 5 a pop for the Blue Alliance, adding on to that already large lead as we enter our end game. End game buzzer. End game is now in session. Robots now eligible to hang as long as they were in a legal starting configuration, as all of our teams were. Red Alliance has to be careful to not interfere with Blue Alliance's hanging in order to not incur a major penalty, but it looks like teams are safely in their zones. 10-2-53's got to very carefully re-grab onto that as they get up with 2-1. It looks good. Ref signaling thumbs up, and that's 50 points for the Red Alliance. We'll get back to you with the final score for match number 11 over here on Cooper. Let's pass it off to Solomon.
Over here on Solomon, we have some match 11 scores coming up on our display.
Your winner, your Red Alliance, 327-102.
On the field now, we have our competitors for qualification match number 12 of the Solomon division. Let's meet those competitors, starting on the Red Alliance, where we have Team 10-0-91.
From Mundelein, Nyan Robotics.
Their partners, Team 116.
They're from Chicago, Crazy Eights.
Over on our Blue Alliance, we have Team 14-614.
Out of Lake Zurich, Electro.
And rounding out the Blue Alliance, we've got Team 86-20.
From Edwardsville, that's Warm Gear Warriors.
And we have the all clear for match number 12 in Solomon. We'll start the match in 3, 2, 1, go!
Once again, we do have a match with all 4 robots beginning latched to the lander. We see a creative latching mechanism from your Blue Alliance with Electro. They fold themselves away from the bracket, successfully landing. It looks like 4 successful landings. That'll be 60 points apiece. A marker comes in on behalf of Nyan. We'll see if we have any more markers dropped off. And as Nyan does so well, a double gold sample. That will be 50 points for Nyan. I see 2 markers over on the blue side of the field. I have confirmation that our Blue Alliance depot has been completely claimed during Autonomous. Once again, that is 30 points, as well as the peace of mind that any mineral placed inside the Blue Alliance depot is safe from defensive play by our Red Alliance. That's going to possibly switch up the strategy for 116 here, Crazy Eights. It looks like they are nudging minerals around, and while they might normally be a good defensive robot, they will have to race toward the minerals on the floor before the Blue Alliance is able to lock them away in their depot on the near side of the field. Worm Gear going up with their Arm 2 gold minerals, dropping in 10 points for your Blue Alliance. Their partners right alongside them, Electro, 10 more points for your Blue Alliance. Meanwhile, over on Red, Nyan is working and doing what they do best, hanging out in that near crater, grabbing those minerals and placing them up onto the top of the lander. Nyan, it appears that they do have a sorting mechanism inside of their robot to allow them to drop off the minerals when they choose to. Now, Worm Gear, once again, 2 more gold minerals inside their manipulator. They drop them off. 10 more points for your Blue Alliance. Quick check-in on our scores with under 1 minute remaining. A Red Alliance lead, 211-162 with 45 seconds remaining in the match. Blue has a little bit of ground to cover, but it looks like Crazy Eights are trying to nudge some minerals away before they enter the Blue Alliance depot. They now collide with Worm Gear Warriors in the far crater. It might slow them down as Worm Gear tries to drop off more minerals. It does now look like we have a collision between Red and Blue, but it is tough to tell who needs to move first. That collision does resolve as we have entered our end game. A tight score. About 40 points separate Red from Blue. Robots now racing to latch. 1 robot per side. Crazy Eights and Electro, they are up. Nyan is looking to latch as well. 50 points on both robots for your Red Alliance. Worm Gear is looking to latch, and they might run out of time in qualification match number 12.
Our Cooper Match 11 scores are still being officialized and finalized, so let's meet our competitors for Cooper Qualification Match number 12. We'll start on our Red Alliance, where we have Team 3507.
From Francis Parker WMS School in Chicago, it's Robo Theosis.
Their partners, we have Team 7006.
From Chicago Math and Science Academy in Chicago, it's Robo Titans.
On the Blue Alliance in the match, we have Team 7129.
Homeschool team from Lebanon, it's Robo Raiders.
And we'll round out the match with 13197.
A community team from Dunlap, it's the Teslas.
Now, while our field crew makes their final preparations, we do have some Cooper Match 11 scores. We'll have those on our display coming up now.
It is a 295 to 175 Blue Alliance victory. Congratulations to the Blue Alliance, and well done for the Red Alliance for a hard-fought match all around.
And we have the all clear for Cooper Match 12. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, all robots starting an illegal hanging configuration. We'll see if all of them can successfully unlatch. I have 3 robots. Can we get the 4th? Looks like Robo Titans are a little bit stuck. Their robot is going to keep on trying to shake itself loose. It's so close, and yes, it is off. We have 30 points for each robot that is now in action playing. There's a bit more action going around as Teslas drop in their marker, and Robo Raiders, unfortunately, drop their marker a little prematurely, but they do successfully knock off their mineral. As it stands, Blue Alliance has a lead of 145 to Red Alliance's 110. Please regard that these scores are not final and are subject to change based on penalties and further referee visual noticement, but we will keep on rolling with this. Now we have a battle of mineral possession, 3507 versus Robo Raiders for their alliances, both dropping in minerals. We'll see if Teslas can come in and help Robo Raiders out with their Blue Alliance. They can indeed, earning points for their alliance. Blue Alliance crawling up slowly but surely, 172 to 146 in favor of the Blue Alliance. We'll see if they can hang on to that lead. Robotheosis is giving them a run for their money, grabbing as many minerals as they can. They have a very effective intake device, which is simply just a slide lift with what looks like a Lexan or polycarb storage, and they just use gravity to eject those minerals into their landers. Blue Alliance still holds the advantage of 207 to Red Alliance's 180. 46 seconds remaining in the match. It could be anyone's game at this point. Blue Alliance, thanks to the help of both their robots scoring into their mineral storage, are taking a bit of a lead and separating themselves a little bit further. Now, Robo Titans is trying to help out slowly but surely for the Red Alliance, taking those loose, playing a little bit of cleanup and taking those loose minerals and putting them into the depot for 1 point apiece. We have entered our endgame, 20 seconds remaining in the match. Teslas is going to start going up vertical. Robo Raiders are going to try and unload one more sample and see if they can hang. Now all 4 robots are attempting to get off the ground for 50 points. Tesla's already got it. Robo Raiders has got it. Let's see if Red Alliance can get both of them. Robo Raiders is up. Robotheosis has got to go up with time expires. It's close. The referees will have to indicate, and we will find out if that hang is legal momentarily, so stay tuned.
We now have our results back over here on Solomon for match number 12. Those are coming up on our display now.
Your winner in that match, your Red Alliance, 381, a new high score over on Solomon to 302.
On our field now, we're getting ready for Solomon match 13. Let's meet our competitors over on our Red Alliance, where we have team 14683.
They join us from New Lenox. It's Lincoln Way Central Robotics and Engineering Team.
And we've got their partners, team 10836.
From Elmhurst, Stemper Phi.
Over on the Blue Alliance, we have team 12682.
Out of Cary, the Golden Ratio.
And we'll round out the competitors with 12-9-18.
From Clinton, Iron Core, Mark 7.
And we have the all clear. We'll start Solomon match 13 in 3, 2, 1, go!
All 4 robots began that match latched to the lander, so there's a 60-point potential for both alliances. First off the ground is Golden Ratio, followed by their alliance partners trying to deploy themselves from the lander. Very interestingly, Golden Ratio must have several different autonomous programs. We do see a marker roll out of possession of Iron Core toward their depot as we count down the end of autonomous. We do see a marker pancaked up to the top of the lander from Semper Fi. A very interesting autonomous period results in markers strewn across the field, but our robots are now ready to play with drivers at the reins. Taking a look at our Red Alliance, Lincoln Way, they wedged themselves under the lander in auto, but they are now back, and they move with their alliance partners, Semper Fi, toward the near crater to begin collecting some minerals from the front side of the field. Back over on Blue Iron Core with their crab drive, they are swerving around in front of the rear crater. Their partners, Golden Ratio, with that very long-range extendable arm, they collect 2 silver minerals using the surgical tubing manipulator on the front of their robot. They drive up underneath the lander, and 1 of 2 will land into the silver cargo hold for your Blue Alliance. That brings your Blue Alliance score to 110 to 100, only 10 points separating these teams. And it looks like Semper Fi will drop off another gold mineral for your Red Alliance, as our Iron Core team in blue does the same. Score now just 15 points, but it looks like for red, Semper Fi will bring that to just 5 points separating these teams by dropping off 2 gold minerals to the cargo hold. Under 1 minute remaining in this match now, Golden Ratio unfortunately dropped 2 of their minerals onto the floor, but luckily they are able to collect them back relatively easily. Only 5 points still separate these teams. Blue Alliance is trying to make it 10 with work from Iron Core, and it looks like they do so. Now Golden Ratio with 2 minerals of their own, they sort them appropriately, adding 10 points to the Blue Alliance score as we enter our endgame period. A roar from the crowd as we see Lincoln Way use their sticky manipulator to grab onto a silver mineral at the front of the field. They have a very small footprint for their robot. It allows them to move relatively quickly and with a lot of precision around the field. 10 seconds remaining. It looks like Iron Core is up off the ground, so is Semper Fi. Lincoln Way is trying. Golden Ratio is up, 2 seconds remaining, and Golden Ratio, in your final moments, does fall to the ground.
With that match over, we are back on over to Cooper. Back and forth between Cooper and Solomon. That is the name of the game today. Over here on Cooper, we have some results for you from match number 12.
Congratulations to the Blue Alliance. A score of 334 to the Red Alliance's 250. There is some shift in the rankings, and we can carry on with our next matches as we're all ready.
Over here on our field, let's lightning round and meet our competitors in this match, starting on red, where we have 10101.
They're from Knoxville. They are the Binary Bullets.
With them in red, we have 9929.
From Flossmoor, it's TNT, the Tech Ninja team. Yeah.
On the Blue Alliance, say hello to 5037.
From right here in Elgin, they are God Robot, question mark.
And our last team, Team 13836.
From out east in Lansing, it's TF South Robotics.
And we're ready to start our match in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, robots making their way down with assistance from Gravity helping out, and Red Alliance is the first to strike, and they successfully sample the golden mineral for their alliance. With some assistance on the Blue Alliance, 5037 is trying to sneak by. Oh, and unfortunately, due to that, their alliance partner knocks off there, and they do not get the sampling. However, their marker is just breaking that line for the Blue Alliance. Meanwhile, over on the Red Alliance, they have a fully protected depot. So let's see how this shapes out. It looks like 13-8, 3-6. TF South did disconnect, but the FDA helped revive their robot, and they're back in it, ready to fight again. The current score is 155 red to Blue Alliance is 37. Blue Alliance has this work cut out for them. We'll see if they can get a comeback and try and outscore the Red Alliance. Meanwhile, Red Alliance is going to try and keep on piling one after another, sometimes two at a time, putting in those minerals into their lander in their respective loading zones. 99-29 making their way into the crater, taking up a lot of space. This actually is a great strategy. In a nutshell, they're kind of getting in the way of 50-37, trying to prevent them from getting minerals while also claiming some for themselves. Meanwhile, Binary Bullets, I see them over there. 1-2, corner shot, minerals 1 apiece. And they come back for seconds. Let's see if they can score. Yes, 1. Yes, 2. 5 points apiece. 200 points for the Red Alliance to Blue Alliance's 47. Pop, pop goes 50-37's scoring device. They score 1. We'll see if they can get the other one as the Binary Bullets and 99-29 decides to join the party. Tech Ninja Team scoring a couple for the Red Alliance. We enter our end game period 230-52 in favor of the Red Alliance. We'll see if they can keep on going and chugging along. Now, robots will now try and do their hanging to earn 50 points as we have only 10 seconds remaining in the match. Both Blue Alliance robots are up, 1 Red Alliance, and 2 Red Alliance, all 4 robots up and off the ground, earning 100 points total for each respective alliance. We'll get back with final scores at the conclusion of the following Solomon match.
Over here on the Solomon division, we don't quite have our scores ready for match number 13. While we give our referees the time they need to get it right, let's meet our teams in qualification match number 14. We'll start, as always, with our Red Alliance, where we have team 15094.
Out of Chicago, Illinois, JCP Robo Eagles.
Their partners in this match, team 4965.
Also from Chicago, Animatories Romani.
Over on the Blue Alliance, we have team 6007.
From Crystal Lake, 89 degrees.
And we'll round it out with team 9411.
That's the Aurora Rolling Thunder.
It looks like we have the all clear from our referee. It looks like our scorekeeper is currently working to finalize some results. And we have the all clear. This is going to be Solomon match 14 in 3, 2, 1, go!
Autonomous begins once again with all 4 robots latched to the lander. The first off the ground will be our JCP Robo Eagles alongside Rolling Thunder, 1 on red, 1 on blue. Now all 4 robots are off the lander, so 60 points apiece. It looks like a successful gold sample on behalf of Rolling Thunder. Now their partners, 89 degrees, a successful gold sample. They just need to avoid those silver minerals around the field to keep that 50-point addition to their score. As Autonomous ends, the Red Alliance Depot is fully claimed. It also looks like all 4 gold sample minerals were sampled correctly during Autonomous, an impressive feat that is difficult to consistently accomplish. A big score as a result. Red Alliance lead 150-125. That lead in part due to the additional marker score that was brought in on behalf of Latin and JCP, both able to fully claim their depot. Taking a look at Rolling Thunder on your Blue Alliance, they have grabbed 2 minerals from the far crater, now bringing them up toward the Blue Alliance portion of the lander. 2 gold minerals come in from their partners, 89 degrees. Meanwhile, our Chicago Alliance over on the red side of the field, Animatories Romani with that duct tape manipulator, drop off another silver mineral for 5 points. Still a Red Alliance lead, but Animatories Romani, the only Red Alliance robot able to score in the lander. Luckily, though, for JCP Robo Eagles, they can push minerals into the depot, and those depot minerals are safe for the final minute of the match. The Blue Alliance will not be able to de-score them. Still Red Alliance leads as we are under 1 minute remaining, but 89 degrees, they are going to drop off what looks like 10 more points alongside Rolling Thunder trying to drop off 5. And it looks like 10 points from 89 degrees. A Rolling Thunder gold mineral misses the mark just slightly. Lots of talk between the drive team members of JCP Robo Eagles. They're trying to prioritize which minerals they will work on as we count down the final 30 seconds of qualification match number 14 over on our Solomon division. A gold mineral, it bounces off of the top of the lander from Rolling Thunder, but does fall correctly for 5 more points. And Animatories Romani is the first off the ground, followed by JCP Robo Eagles. 10 seconds remaining. Animatories just a hair off the ground. They need to stay there, but we will have 100 points for your Red Alliance. So far, 50 from 89 degrees, and Rolling Thunder, they are trying, but it looks like they might be on the ground at the end of qualification match number 14.
Now we've got a doozy for you. We have 2 sets of scores to announce. Before we pop over to Cooper, we do have our Solomon match 13 results. Let's look at those.
And it's a Blue Alliance victory with a score of 201 to 190. However, Red Alliance was issued a yellow card, so they will have to watch and be careful for that as far as penalties go, because that will travel with them until the elimination matches.
Now, during those results, that Solomon match 13 yellow card was assessed for contact outside of the field perimeter. Now we're ready to pop back over to Cooper, where we do have our Cooper match 13 results. Let's take a look at those.
Your winner in Cooper 13, a Red Alliance victory, 345 to 219.
And now we're back where we need to be and back on track. Let's meet our teams for Cooper match 14, starting on the Red Alliance with team 12-9-13.
Coming up from O'Fallon, you know them, you love them, it's the X-Bots.
We've also got their partners, team 6287.
Coming up from the north side in Highland Park, it's Vertigo.
On our Blue Alliance, say hello to 10635.
From the City of Energy, that's Batavia, Illinois, Unknown Element.
And their partners, 13365.
Representing 4-H and Westland Middle School from New Baden, it's Gearheads.
And we have the all clear Cooper 14 in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, Unknown Element's the first to unlatch and make some impact for the Blue Alliance. They make their way over to the depot and successfully deposit the air team marker. Meanwhile, over on the Red Alliance, the X-Bots, slowly but surely making sure that their mineral is out of the way, is working amazingly with Vertigos, and they both simultaneously drop their markers for their alliances. Looks like all 4 minerals have been properly sampled for the alliances. And when all is said and done, Red Alliance does have the slight advantage of 160 to 145. An impressive showing of programming skills by both alliances. All 4 robots working well, and 2 by 2 working well with each other to score for their alliance. Now back to the teleoperated period. Vertigo's robots scoring in a couple minerals, and they're coming back for more. Meanwhile, Unknown Elements reaching in, trying to grab a couple more to score for the Blue Alliance. 5 points a pop goes for those minerals, and Blue Alliance does take the slight lead, 192 to 185. Let's see how this may come down to being a close match. But Red Alliance is pouring down those minerals. Same goes for the Blue Alliance. All 4 robots very capable of scoring these minerals. This can be very effective, and if they drop them in 2 at a time, that is 10 points total with a score of 5 points a pop for those minerals. So let's see if the Red Alliance can hold on to that lead. It looks like they're furthering themselves a little bit more, 262 to 215 in favor of the blue. Red has its work cut out for them. We'll see if they can catch up with 40 seconds remaining in the match. I can't even keep track, so I'm just going to trust that our referees are keeping track and counting the proper number. But our scores go 287 blue, 250 red. 20 seconds remaining. Blue Alliance just broke 300. Let's see if they can get a couple more in before time expires, and they got to get off the ground in order to keep up with each other. This could be a very high-scoring match. The Xbots and Gearheads first to come up for their alliances. Unknown Element is up. Vertigo is up as time expires. 422 to 260 in favor of the blue. We will get back with final scores. Stick with us, and we will discover what the referees find.
That was a very exciting one over on Cooper. Let's follow it up with an exciting one over on Solomon. But first things first, we have our results from Solomon match 14.
It was a Red Alliance victory, 292 to 227.
Now here on Solomon Field 1, we're getting ready for match number 15. In this match, we're going to start with the Red Alliance, where we're going to meet Team 7030.
Your McKinley Park RoboMines.
And with them, we've got Team 10510.
From Chicago, I'm Botman.
Over on our Blue Alliance, say hello to 13829.
Also joining us from Chicago, Celorio Robotics.
And we've got their partners, Team 10138.
That's your Wilmette Newton Busters.
On our field here, we've got a Chicagoland match. 3 Chicago teams, 1 from Wilmette. And we have the all clear. We'll start the match in 3, 2, 1, go!
Autonomous begins here in qualification match number 15. It looks like we have several minerals nudged along by RoboMines on your Red Alliance. Meanwhile, over on Blue, it looks like we did have a gold sample on behalf of Newton Busters, but Celorio unfortunately nudges the silver mineral in their sample field. And it looks like the claim attempt also misses on our blue side. Let's check it out over on Red. We do have information from our referees that the Red Alliance depot has not been claimed during Autonomous. Both markers made it awfully close, but it looks like a little bit short for your Red Alliance. They trail 5 points, rather, as we have entered our driver-controlled mode. And I'm Botman right away for your Red Alliance begins to nudge in some minerals toward the Red Alliance depot. Newton Busters, they are able to sort minerals as they drop them off, so they are picking up minerals as fast as they can from the far crater and placing them into the appropriate side of the lander. Meanwhile, RoboMines on your Red Alliance, they bounce a gold mineral off the roof of the lander into the appropriate side, netting 5 points for our Chicago Alliance in red. Turning our attention back to Blue, we have a collision between Celorio and RoboMines. Those two teams did meet in the South Chicago qualifier earlier this month, and now we have Celorio placing some minerals in the Blue Alliance crater. RoboMines has come over to that Blue Alliance crater. It looks like they might try to de-score some of those 2-point minerals. That will certainly help, as our Blue Alliance does have the lead 111 to 81 with under 1 minute remaining in the match. Newton Busters in Blue drop off 10 more points via 2 silver minerals to the lander. I'm Botman in red. They're on the far side of the field picking up some silver minerals of their own, and it looks like they might be able to place them in the lander themselves. Our endgame period is now underway. Still a Blue Alliance victory, but Red does have some room to take back the match if they are able to both latch back to the lander and score 50 points apiece. It looks like the first robot up off the ground is going to be close. Less than 15 seconds remaining. I'm Botman. They are just a hair above, but Newton Busters, the first one clearly off the ground. 7 seconds remaining. Solorio is trying desperately. I'm Botman. Their wheel bouncing on the tile as we count down qualification match number 15.
Back over here on Cooper, we have some results from qualification match number 14 to share with you.
It is a dank 420 to 375 and a new high score over here on the Cooper. Congratulations to the Blue Alliance and the Red Alliance for still scoring a mega score of 375. We will get back to you for the following previous matches scores, but first we have some introductions to get through over here.
On our field now, we are getting ready for Cooper match 15, where on the Red Alliance, we've got team 14495.
They're no stranger to monkeying around. They come from Champaign. They are Monkey Engineers.
Their partners, we have team 10253.
Coming from the back of the Arts College Preparatory High School in Chicago, it's the Bobcats Robotics Varsity.
On our Blue Alliance, we have 11177.
From the Riverbend School District in Fulton, it's Gear Grinders.
And to round it out, team 11072.
Driving all the way up from Springfield, it's Iron Arsenal.
Our robots are ready, and we have already received the all clear from our field crew. Match 15 in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, autonomous period underway. You guys are veterans. You guys know how this works. All robots are using pre-programmed instructions with no input from our driver team whatsoever. So with that, the Gear Grinders over on the Blue Alliance moving and sampling their proper gold mineral for their alliance and dropping 2 depots for their Blue Alliance. Meanwhile, over on the Red Alliance, 14495, Monkey Business looks like they did successfully get their sample as well in 10-253. Unfortunately, samples 2 minerals, which does not earn them points. But no matter, Blue Alliance has a score of 140 to the Red Alliance's 112. It's still anyone's game at this point. Blue Alliance does go into the teleoperated period with a slight advantage. We'll see if Red Alliance can come back and see if they can equalize it out and try and earn that hard sought out ranking point. Meanwhile, on the Blue Alliance, 10-072 Iron Arsenal trying to use their very clever flipper claw device to try and score their minerals for their alliance. It works kind of like a catapult that just dunks it right into the cargo hold. Meanwhile, a little bit of traffic by the southeast crater. 11177 slipping in, grabbing in a pair of minerals. 1, 2. Oh, unfortunately, misfires that second one, only earning 5 points for their alliance. Score check. Blue Alliance 157, Red Alliance is 116. Blue Alliance still has that lead, but Red Alliance does have a chance to try and overcome it as they go into the opposing alliance's depot and tries to remove them. Sorry, that's the Blue Alliance who's making that over on the Red Alliance, trying to move out and take away those easy earned 1 points, trying to make it a little bit harder on them. Now, first strike by the Monkey Business, scoring in a couple more minerals into the center lander. We have entered our end game period, 162-126. Blue Alliance has the lead, 23 seconds remaining. These teams are trying to get one last load off before they get the hang going. And Iron Arsenal is up for the Blue Alliance. That's 50 points. 6 seconds remaining. Monkey Business is up. Gear Grinders are up. And we have 2 for blue, 1 for red. So 100 points in endgame to Red Alliance at 50 points. We'll get back with the final scores soon, so just stand by.
Over here on Solomon, we have some final scores for you from match number 15.
Your Blue Alliance wins 210-97. That does mean that team 10138 moves into the #1 spot over on our Solomon division.
Now on the field, we're getting ready for a Solomon match number 16, where we're going to see on the Red Alliance Team 11392.
Out of Naperville, Defenestration.
And their partners 13296.
Your Hersher Tigers.
Over on the Blue Alliance, say hello to 11139.
That's the Niles Night Owls.
And their partners 10268.
Your Oswego Giraffes.
And we have the all clear for Solomon match 16 in 3, 2, 1, go!
Once again, we do start a match with 60 potential points on either side of the field. It looks like the Red Alliance will be the first to net those 60 points for 2 deployed robots. The Blue Alliance, though, can say the same, and it looks like 2 gold mineral samples for your Blue Alliance. Looking at our Red Alliance, we have 1 gold mineral sample and an attempt at a claim, but it looks like one of those markers might be plowed out of the way via a collision between our 2 Red Alliance robots. As we count down autonomous, I do see that our Blue Alliance depot is claimed. Once again, a confirmation that our Blue Alliance depot is completely and fully claimed. That was 30 points, 15 per marker, as well as knowing that the Red Alliance cannot come in to de-score minerals from the Blue Alliance depot during the match. Our first score with minerals will come on behalf of one of our Blue Alliance robots. That's Night Owls from Niles. They've now dropped off 4 minerals into the lander. We do have 1 contaminant mineral, though, a gold mineral in a silver cargo hold. So while there are 4 minerals in the silver cargo hold, only 3 of them will net 5 points apiece for your Blue Alliance. Their partners Giraffes dropping off 2 silver minerals. One of them is able to land successfully, giving them 5 more points. A Blue Alliance lead 205 to 122 as we approach the final minute of qualification match number 16. Looking at our Red Alliance teams, Giraffes, they are very quickly gathering some minerals from the far side of the field and rolling them toward their depot in the corner. Each mineral in the depot, 2 points added to our Red Alliance score. Their partners, Defenestration in red, they have placed several minerals of their own, at least 6 gold minerals in the cargo hold for 5 points apiece, bringing them to a score of 148. But with 45 seconds remaining in the match, the Red Alliance does still have some ground to cover. Defenestration still working on some lander scoring. Their partners, Tigers, trying to pick up gold minerals from the far side of the field. Night Owls look like they might be having some trouble on your Blue Alliance, and FTA called over to your Blue Alliance drive team as their partners in blue, Giraffes, place a few more minerals in the lander for 5 points. 20 seconds remaining now. Big Blue Alliance lead still, but red is catching up. And our first robot up off the ground is Defenestration in your Red Alliance, followed by Tigers in red. 100 points for your Red Alliance. This might swing the match. We have moments remaining for Night Owls and their partners to get up off the ground. We're down to our final 2, 1. And it looks like a tight comeback match for your Red Alliance. We will have our final scores in just a few minutes.
Back over on Cooper, we have some final scores for you. Let's look at match 15.
It is a 266 to 164 victory in favor of the Blue Alliance. Congratulations on Blue for earning that W, and for the hard-fought battle on the Red Alliance. Congrats to both teams. And let's meet our teams for qualification match number 16 over here on Cooper.
Well, one quick announcement before we meet those teams. I don't know about you, but I'm getting pretty hungry. It's been a long morning for our teams and competitors. So an update for you all on lunch break. We will be breaking for lunch after we finish match number 18 on the Cooper subdivision. Once again, we'll be breaking for lunch after match 18 here on the Cooper division. Also, we'd like to extend an invitation. The Golden Ratio and Vertigo are going to have a First Ladies Lunch meetup over near the auditorium in Building H. If you'd like to go to that First Ladies Lunch meetup, that'll be taking place during the lunch break. Just bring your food on over and enjoy some awesome company with the First Ladies. Let's now meet our competitors here in Cooper match 16. We'll start on the Red Alliance, where we have team 12644. From Morton, Illinois,
It's Protobotics!
And on the Red Alliance with them, we have 10387.
From Chicago, it's Red Hot.
Now on the Blue Alliance, we have Team 8907.
From Elgin, Illinois, it's Blue Box Bots.
And we'll round it out with 15005.
From East Peoria, it's Technophobia.
We've got the all clear from our referees. We'll check in with our scorekeepers. And we'll start Cooper 16 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Ding, ding. All right, well, I'm going to keep announcing until we figure out what's going on with the timing system, but all 4 robots are now in the autonomous period. Hopefully this will all be all good, and we have some action for the Blue Box Bots, dropping in a marker for the Blue Alliance. Meanwhile, on the Red Alliance, a double marker for the Red Alliance. It is protected for the Red Alliance.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, and we are having a little bit of technical issues for the time on the screen, so I'll try and give you verbal cues as to what the time is. In case you weren't, we have 50 seconds remaining in the match. So this round will be legal, and everything that I announced is true. So we're all good and ready to go. So as far as score update, do not see those yet either. So 8907 is making their way, putting in a couple minerals for the Blue Alliance. $124 remaining in the match. All right, robots are now trying to make their way. 115 to 106 in favor of the Red Alliance. We'll try and keep that rolling. We have 107 remaining in the match. Both teams working very hard. And we will see 160 to 115 in favor of the Blue Alliance. This could be a close one. We'll see how these teams shape up as they continue on. 50 seconds remaining in the match. And we will try and give you a verbal notification for when the end game happens as well. But don't worry, these teams are fighting through the technical difficulties, and the robots are delivering and doing an amazing job as we wind down. Woo! Thank you, Ryan. And we do have our scores back up on the screen, 116 to 115. A very close match with 20 seconds remaining. Blue does spread itself out a little bit more, 126 to 115. Let's see what these robots can do as 8907 and 12644 both go vertical, earning 50 points. And the other Red Alliance robot, Red Hot and Robotics, both up as time expires. 191 to 237. Thank you for sticking with us through that. We will have the final score momentarily at the conclusion of the following Solomon match. Ryan, take it away.
Over here on Solomon, we got some scores for you. Let's look at match 16.
A Red Alliance victory, 282 to 225. That brings 13 to 96 into our number 1 spot and bringing their partners to the number 2 spot as well.
Now over here on Solomon Field, number 1, our competitors are ready to go for match number 17. Let's meet those competitors starting on our Red Alliance, where we have Team 116.
Your Chicago, Illinois Crazy Eights.
Their partners in this match, Team 14256.
From Paxton, Swolebots.
Over on our Blue Alliance, we've got Team 6596.
They join us from Port Byron, Robotic Rams.
And we'll round it out with 15094.
They are our Chicago, Illinois JCP Robo Eagles.
Our minerals will be starting in the center position for this match. And we've got the all clear. We'll start Solomon 17 in 3, 2, 1, go.
We begin this match with 2 robots on your Blue Alliance latched, and now they have landed. Crazy Eights in red were latched as well, a land for red. It looks like right away for your Blue Alliance, we do have Robotic Rams drop off a gold mineral during Autonomous. They managed to sample it and score it autonomously without any input from their drivers, and they are able to place their team marker in their depot as well. Swolebots in Autonomous do tip over off of their drivetrain as we count down the final moments of Auto. Score on the board shows a Blue Alliance lead 145-65 as drivers now take control for our 2 minutes of driver-operated play. 116 out of Chicago, they are trying to help out the Swolebots, their partners, hoping they can nudge them back onto their drivetrain. It is going to be a tough match for your Red Alliance if we are unable to get one of their members back driving. Crazy Eights, they are trying as hard as they can. Meanwhile, over in blue, JCP Robo Eagles, they are in the crater partially. It looks like they might possibly be stuck. Robotic Rams trying to help out their partners as well. And a very creative move from 116 Crazy Eights. Even though their partner is unable to get back on their wheels, Crazy Eights have guaranteed a 25-point bonus at the end of the match by helping their partner park completely inside of the near crater. Meanwhile, JCP, they have recovered thanks to some help from their partners, Robotic Rams. Score on the board, about a 100-point advantage in favor of your Blue Alliance. But Red is working hard, and that endgame score not on the board from Swolebots quite yet. Robotic Rams picking up 2 minerals from the far crater. JCP, their partner, they grab a mineral from the far side of the field and they bring it back toward the Blue Alliance depot for 2 points with a silver mineral. Robotic Rams with 2 gold minerals of their own go up for 10 points for your Blue Alliance, and they are successful with those 2 gold minerals. 5 seconds remaining until our end game. Red has a lot of work to do, but they are beginning to de-score some minerals from the Blue Alliance depot. A collision between our 2 Chicago teams, Crazy Eights and JCP Robo Eagles, begins our end game period. JCP, they go after that Red Alliance depot now. Lots of defense on both sides of the field. The first robot off the ground is Robotic Rams of your Blue Alliance from Port Byron. Crazy Eights, they are up for 50 points for Red, and JCP, they are trying to get latched to the lander. A successful latch as we count down the end of our match. All robots are hanging out for some end game points in qualification match number 617.
Back over here on our Cooper division, let's take a look at our final scores from match 16.
It is a Red Alliance victory with a score of 247. The Blue Alliance is 211. However,
during that match, a yellow card was assessed to team 12-644. That yellow card was given to that team for contact outside of the field perimeter. Now on the field, we are getting ready for Cooper match number 17. Let's meet those competitors starting on our Red Alliance, where we have team 15-159.
coming over from Chi-Town, they are We Bite.
And their partners, we have team 99-29.
Up from Flossmoor, they are TNT Tech Ninja Team.
Over on the Blue Alliance, we have team 14-615.
From down in Oswego, it's Turbocharged.
And we're rounding it out with team 6287.
From the north side in Highland Park, it's Vertigo.
And we've got the all clear from our refs and our scorers. We'll start the match in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, now that we have all of our scoring systems and timers working correctly, you guys should be able to follow along more attentively and easily. Therefore, Turbocharged for the Blue Alliance stretching out and simultaneously dropping the depot and sampling the proper mineral. On the Red Alliance, both Red Alliance robots attempting to sample, but unfortunately for the far side, Red, they only get one of them. So with that, we have an indication from our referees that the depot is indeed fully claimed for the Blue Alliance. All right, and the team's now in full control. Both teams' depots are fully claimed and are protected by superior galactic law. So robots now working on scoring their minerals into their center, properly respective landing cargo zones. And Vertigo and Turbocharged working well together, trying to coordinate a plan for who gets to score first and who scores where for their Blue Alliance. A score check would reveal a 172 to 161 lead of the Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance has 207. The score keeps hopping up. 212 to 161 in favor of the Blue Alliance. It's still anyone's game at this point. However, Blue Alliance does have the slight advantage. We will see if they can hold on to that with 105 remaining in the match. All right, 99-29, TNT making use of their robot's tall chassis, getting over that crater with ease and making their way into the crater, trying to pick those up. And the robot will then exit and try to score those into the center lander. 15-1, 59, we bite. Also working and trying to coordinate well with their Red Alliance. It would appear they're taking full advantage of their protected depot and scoring floor minerals that are completely protected and worth 1 point apiece. Woo! Almost clapped that. All right, so now we have all 4 robots scoring, and they're going to try to attempt to hang now. Vertigo is first to grab on, and they're already going up. Meanwhile, 15-1, 59 also going up, and their alliance partner also going up. All 4 robots off the playing field floor, earning 100 points apiece for their alliance as time expires. 392 to 292. We will get back with the final score momentarily.
We've got just a few more matches left until our lunch break and a few more scores to post. We'll start over here where we have our Solomon Match 17 results.
A Blue Alliance victory, 316 to 186 in qualification match number 17.
So we'd just like to announce once again that we are going to be breaking for lunch after we play match number 18 over on the Cooper division. This means there are only 2 matches left before lunch. As a quick heads up, we are going to ask that the teams participating in match 19, both on Cooper and Solomon, queue at 12:50 so that we can start promptly at 1. Now let's meet the teams competing in Solomon match number 18. We'll start on the Red Alliance with team 4965.
From Chicago, Animatories, Romani.
And their partners, 12682.
Out of Cary, the Golden Ratio.
Over on the Blue Alliance, we have team 10138.
Your Wilmette Newton Busters.
And 14614.
From Lake Zurich, Electro.
Our field crew doing one last check to be sure that we are set to go. And we have the all clear. Match 18 in 3, 2, 1, go!
Once again, 60 potential points on the board per side of the field because of the beginning latched position of our robots. All 4 of them do successfully land, so we'll start with 60 points. We see 2 gold mineral samples on the blue side of the field. And of course, Golden Ratio, once again, they pick up that gold mineral, sample it, and score it for 5 points for your Red Alliance. I see 2 markers placed in the Blue Alliance depot and a thumbs up from our scoring referee. We do have an arm unfold itself out of the field as we count down Auton. Drivers now at the reins. We see a score that is all tied up, 140 to 140 here in qual number 18 on Solomon. This will be the last match we see before our lunch break on this division. Let's see what will happen to our rankings before we take our break here in the middle of our day. We have 10 points dropped in from Newton Busters, followed by 10 more from their partners Electro. More and more points in that gold mineral cargo hold for your Blue Alliance. Checking out red, we have 2 silver minerals rather dropped in from Golden Ratio. Latin is right behind them with a gold mineral for 5 points. Under a minute and a half remaining now, and it looks like we are adding our 6th or 7th gold mineral to the Blue Alliance gold cargo hold. And Golden Ratio and Latin still working neck and neck. a very nice flow established between our two Red Alliance teams to make sure they are staying out of each other's way and make sure they're able to pick up as many points as possible as we continue the final minute of qual number 18. 1 minute is left. Score is tied according to our unofficial live score. Now 205 in favor of your Blue Alliance to 200 in favor of Red. This is going to come down to the wire. If our robots are able to place an extra mineral before their latch, this could swing the match. A Blue Alliance lead. Golden ratio now, unfortunately, a gold mineral stuck inside their robot. They need to dislodge it so they can score 2 at a time. Coming down to our end game. Wilmette 5 more points. Their partners Electro putting up 10 more with silver minerals. 30 seconds remaining. 240 to 200 in favor of your Blue Alliance. Latin and Golden ratio, they are trying to bring their score up before they have to go for a climb. And it looks like one of our Blue Alliance robots do misscore some gold minerals with 15 seconds remaining. Newton Busters is the first up off the ground. Then Electro folding themselves on up. Golden ratio is up. We have a chance. Animatories Romani has 4 seconds. And Animatories Romani up off the ground, 100 points per alliance at the end of qualification match number 18.
With that match, we're back over to Cooper and our last match before our lunch break. But before we start playing that match, let's see our scores from Cooper, match 17.
With the score of 387 to 292, the Blue Alliance takes home the W, and everybody moves up in our rankings. So with that, we have a quick announcement about lunch, which will happen after this match. But before then, let's meet our teams and get ready for this match.
That's right. On the field now, we are getting ready for the final match before our lunch break, match 18 on Cooper. On our Red Alliance, we're going to start with 13-3-65.
From West Clinton Middle School in New Baden, it's Gearheads.
And we've got their partners in this match, 71-29.
Coming up from Lebanon, it's Robo Raiders.
Over on our Blue Alliance, we have team 10-53.
From the south side, Chicago, it's Bobcats Robotics Varsity.
And their partners, 8907.
From right here in Elgin, it's Blue Box Bots.
And we're ready to start the match in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, the table is set. Teams' autonomous programs are in full effect. Robots are going to try and outscore each other, and one thing's for certain, I am starving. So let's get through this match. All teams now doing a great job working with their autonomous 8907 and 7129, both sampling the proper minerals for their alliance partner, joined quickly by 10-53 Bobcats for the Blue Alliance. All teams did earn their 30-point landing bonus. However, Blue Alliance holds the slight advantage in the autonomous period with a score of 132 to 122. Sorry, I didn't want to speak over the ominous voice. So as we get ready to go through, 8907 is the first to strike in their crater. They got a couple of minerals ready to score into their center lander. They do so and earn 10 points for the Blue Alliance. 7129 quickly answers by putting in a couple more gold minerals, and their alliance partner Gearheads appear to be stuck on the lip of the crater. We'll see if they can slowly but surely get back on all four. They can indeed. 8907 has a corner drop, and that's quickly answered again by Robo Raiders. It is a 152 to 142 in favor of the blue. Red Alliance is quickly catching up. We'll see what Blue Alliance can do to keep hold of their lead. 10 more for blue, 10 more for red. Robots are now trying to coordinate a strategy and making use of their alliance partners. Two are specifically scoring into the middle lander. Meanwhile, their alliance partners are slowly but surely dropping one in. That is one for Bobcats and one for Gearheads. Strategy is now starting to take shape as all these robots are trying their hardest to coordinate. And they can. For Blue Alliance 194, Red Alliance 207, they have successfully taken the lead as we have 35 seconds remaining in the match. This is where it's all going to come down to. Teams have to make sure they can hang in order to stay alive and be able to be in it for their alliance. 8907 and Robo Raiders for their alliances are both pumping in a couple more buzzer beaters, trying to see if they can make sure their team stays ahead. Bobcats going up. Raiders going up. Blue Box going up. Can 13365 get up before time expires? They can. All 4 robots are up and off the field. We have a properly gestured thumbs up from our head referee. 327 to 332. We'll get back with a final score in a couple minutes as our refs find out what the final score is.
So we've got some scores to share with you and some important announcements about lunch to share with you. Let's start with the first of 2 scores, and that is going to be the results of Solomon Match 18.
A big score in match number 18, 374 for our Blue Alliance to 324 for our Red Alliance.
Now, before we announce the scores from Cooper Match 18, we'd just like to say a little bit more about lunch. That was our last match before our lunch break, meaning it is time for you to get some food. And boy, is there a great opportunity for any first ladies on your team during this lunch break.
We have some phenomenal students from teams Vertigo and the Golden Ratio hosting a First Ladies meetup during our lunch break. If you are interested in our First Ladies meetup hosted by Golden Ratio and Vertigo, please bring your lunch over to Building H near the auditorium and hang out, meet some phenomenal young women in the First community, and have a great lunch.
Thank you to teams The Golden Ratio and Vertigo for putting together such an awesome opportunity. Additionally, if your team is looking for some extra places and tables to eat your lunch, we have some extra tables over in Building H. One last thing about lunch, we plan to come back at it at 1 o'clock. If your team is competing in qualification match number 19 on either Cooper or Solomon, we need you to report to queuing at 12:50 so that we can start right back at 1 o'clock. With that, let's see our final scores before we go for lunch. This is going to be Cooper Match 18.
And it is a 347 to 332, so there is a shift in the rankings on both sides. Both Blue Alliance robots moving up. And we will have the rankings rolling throughout the lunch so you guys can find out where your team is posted through this halfway checkpoint throughout the day. Have a wonderful lunch, and we'll see you soon.